Hello, and welcome to today's episode. I'm going to be your host, the Irrelevant Nerd, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Star Wars novel Darth Maul, Shadowhunter, written by Michael Reeves, came out in 2001, I believe. So this will be a review of the story itself, but it will also be a review of the audiobook narrated by Sam Witwer, who is the voice of Darth Maul in the Clone Wars animated show, for those of you who don't know. It is a legend story, so not technically canon. This is going to be a spoiler-free video because I know a lot of people have not gotten to step into the world of these Star Wars novels yet, and I don't want to ruin it for them, and especially a book like this that I feel like has a bit of a mystery aspect to it. And with that being said, I'm just going to get right into it. This book kicks ass. It's an absolutely fantastic Darth Maul story. The book takes place right before the events of the Phantom Menace, and it follows Maul as he is trying to hunt down a target given to him by Darth Sidious. And the book does a really good job of showing that Maul is a formidable hunter and just an apex predator, and gives us another example of how truly relentless he can be, which I feel a lot of the Darth Maul books do a good job of showing that, and this one in particular I think shows a bit of his cleverness as well. Overall, I think it just handles the character very well. He's not like an overly chatty or introspective character, but I feel like you still get a really good sense of how his mind works and is working through these problems, and he is just so incredibly disciplined and kind of terrifying in this book, and I'm glad the character has been vastly expanded upon since the Phantom Menace, because he's just one of my favorites. He's so cool. And at the same time, the story isn't only about Maul. It's told from a few different perspectives and kind of jumps around a little bit, and really has truly excellent supporting characters. Like some characters that you had seen before, some new, but they were all great, and it gives the world just a really lived-in feeling, which I appreciate because the Star Wars galaxy is quite large, and sometimes in books that are more focused on like space travel, they're kind of isolated on their own, and this just very much feels lived in. And the book really does kind of have a different feel than a lot of other Star Wars novels. It's a very contained story, like not a lot of space travel or multiple planets. It's mostly all takes place in a singular, like large sector of Coruscant, but just this one area, and it does a really great job of sustaining and slowly building tension throughout the whole story, and kind of has a fairly dark tone for a Star Wars novel all the way up to the ending, and just has this constant feeling that something bad is about to happen, because while Darth Maul is the main character and you are rooting for him in a way, that this character that he is after, you understand, why they would be scared. And I really feel like it is the perfect tone for a Darth Maul book, and the pacing is pretty quick and really does not have any chapters that drag. Like, the action scenes are spaced out a little unevenly, but because there's a really kind of fun investigation aspect to the story, it always, again, it just feels tense, and so the book just flies by, and the build-up, like the multiple build-ups during the investigation, make a lot of the confrontations just feel very earned, and when the action does hit, it's a ton of fun, and the author does a really good job of painting the word picture so you can see it in your mind, and especially with Darth Maul being such an acrobatic fighter, it's fun to picture him doing all these things in your mind, and I wish we could have gotten to see some more in live action. Like, the one duel we get with him is obviously, or I guess it's technically two because he does battle Qui-Gon in the desert, but the one main duel that we get with him at the end of the Phantom Menace is fantastic, but I just wish we had gotten to see more with this character, and there is still a chance. It just feels less and less likely as the time goes on, and especially because the character is doing so well in animation. But this book really is an essential legends read for Star Wars fans, and in particular anyone who enjoys like Darth Maul, Darkside Sith, any of those types of stories. You're gonna love it. Or even if you just want a prequel era story that feels meaningful despite being legends, this is the perfect book for you. And yeah, so everything about the book I really did love. And now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I have to talk about Sam Witwer's performance in this audiobook. It is quite literally the best I have ever heard in an audiobook by far. Not close at all. And it's not just because of his like Maul voice or the other character work. It's everything. When there are scenes of tension and, he's describing like a ledge falls down, you can feel him clenching his teeth, and it adds so much, like, a good type of drama to the story, and it is an absolutely perfect performance. Like, overall, Darth Maul Shadowhunter, it does a great job of elevating Maul without over-explaining him, and kind of respects the mystery of the character. The book itself, I would say, is I'm going to go with a 9.6 out of 10. The audiobook is a 100 out of 10. If you are going to check this story out, I cannot recommend the audiobook enough. Not the abridged version, but the full version with Sam Witwer's performance. It is one of my favorite Star Wars things that I've experienced in a long time. I cannot oversell how truly fantastic it is. And anybody who knows how much like Sam Witwer is involved with Star Wars in general just is going to know what a treat they are in for going into this, because he's awesome. I loved it so much. If you've read the book or if you listen to the audiobook, let me know what you think. Am I overselling it? Is his performance only okay? Is it over the top, or is it perfect to you like it is to me? I loved it. And I'm going to be watching the finale of Fallout Season 2, so I'll have that video up reviewing the entire season soon, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.